So when we talk about menu consolidation, we talk about a menu which is a base menu, which can be consolidated, it can be replicated, and it's a fairly simple, basic menu. Then the chefs can then elaborate on that, and it makes their life a lot easier to, if you like, put the proteins in later. So then it actually allows the chef to be more flexible, but also allows that productivity to be much higher because you've actually got a base ingredient. But it's no different to when we, as Italians, we make a dish and we use a thing called a soffritto, which is basically by frying garlic and onions, and that is the base for everything. And if you look at other cuisines, they do that as well. So you use your garlic and onions as a base, and if you add a protein or you don't add a protein, or if you add tomato, then it just becomes a standard sauce. So that base ingredient is always the same, and that's the concept that we'd like to take to the QSRs by using a vegetarian base. If you look at what we do in Italians, once again, the Italian culture, we tend to treat our proteins separately. So if we're doing a great spaghetti marinara, you'll have to cook your proteins separately, right? So you add those at the end. A lot of stuff is combined at the end, and that means that your base material can be used for a vegetarian or a vegan option, and then if you want the meat option, then you add that. So it means that your menu is a little bit more sort of, if you like, user friendly, but it's also very flexible as well. So if you end up with more than half the crowd, because what's that famous phrase in that movie? My girlfriend's a vegan, which makes pretty much me a vegan as well. So that's what people are finding. So when you dine with vegetarians, particularly, you become more vegetarian conscious. And I've actually had customers for cultural reasons that are vegetarians, and you find yourself only ordering the vegetarian options because you don't want to make them feel alienated and you want to make them feel comfortable, which is at the end of the day what dining's all about. Is everyone's got to feel comfortable, but they say you can eat whatever you want, but of course I'll eat vegetarian because for me vegetarian food's fantastic. I love it. It's good.